crazy random fact. Hold on.
It is a crazy fact.
All right, I'm gonna hit
Was that
mute
the black
all.
one?
I was 17.
Oops, I did. I'm sorry. Forgive me. You just got. I knew that Facebook was going to grab that one.
Hey, Sean, you're muted.
Thank you. Sorry I cut you off, you guys. We have a podcast and we also have a YouTube channel. So please check that out. Jesse, you don't text me now. What is this? All right. Grateful to be with you guys. I posted a disclaimer in the chat. I'm hoping I also put one on Facebook. If I didn't put it on there, Mimi, could you just go in the comments of Facebook on my wall there and just post a disclaimer there if you would? I'm sorry you could even copy it from this chat on Zoom here. Welcome everybody to the ER Shred Come Alive weekly call. My name is Sean Escobar, and I am so grateful to be with you guys today. I was in a mad rush, to be truthful. The kids, the one boy, he just, if any of you have children, there's that one child that, God, I don't know how he gets me to do the things that he does, but he says, Dad, it's nice weather outside. It's not going to be nice weather all week. You were out of town for 4 days. You should take me golfing right now. And I'm like, dude, it's 4 o'clock. My call's at 6. And he's like, Dad, I'm just telling you, man, I think we could do it. I'm like, no. And he somehow, some way, he always talks me into these things. And he did. So I was a little bit rushed. But we've got a great call tonight. My guest, well, my co-host, if you will, I'll bring on in a minute. That's Jesse James Jamnick, our nutrition coach, who attended New Year kickoff with me. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. But first, it's just going to start as a traditional call. We have one share tonight, and I think it's the perfect share. I think you guys will agree. And that is Kelly Myers. Kelly, are you out there and do you know how to unmute?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Hello, how are you?
Thank you for being willing and for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Of course.
So, you were sharing some fun things with me. I hope you're able to draw on all those things again, because your share sure got me excited. First of all, where are you calling from?
I live in Destin, Florida. So I am in the panhandle of the sunny state of Florida.
Awesome. And who shared ER Shred with you originally?
Lenny,
the very spirit of ER Shred. That's awesome.
Spirit of, I think I was a Facebook message. I was like, Kelly, what are you doing? I got to tell you about what's going on over here. Remember the 9-day cleanse? It's even better than that. And I'm like, hold on, we got to get on the phone.
That's great. That's awesome. And what would you say, Kelly, is your passion in life?
Oh my goodness. Well, that's easy because I just spent 6 days with Tony Robbins in December at Date with Destiny in his studio live.
Wow.
So it was not a virtual experience. It was an in-person 80 hours in his studio. And it's really just to, be the light and inspire other people to find the light inside of themselves and to appreciate the gift of every single moment and to do extraordinary things, both little and small, for myself and others.
Fantastic. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Tony Robbins actually spoke at one of our, I said, he was the keynote at one of our big conventions. I think we had I can't remember, but there was over 10,000 people there, I remember. And so that was a lot of fun to get to see him in person and get right up close. Okay. Well, that's a cool passion. And, yours is an update. I want to let everybody know, but maybe it would help everybody if we went back in time and just the little brief, 2 minutes on what ER Shred was initially to you.
Oh gosh.
And when was that?
Yeah, sure. Let me, I'll share, like, to give you guys some background. So I've been putting the Isagenix products in my body for almost 13 years. And literally cannot imagine life without these products. And for some frame of reference, because I feel grateful that it's a testimony as a product, I'm about to turn 41, and all of my friends want to know why I don't look like them. Literally conversations we have all of the time. And I'm like, well, because 13 years I've been building cells from Isagenix and you guys haven't. And so had just the beautiful journey of 13 years ago. I actually lost 42 pounds, went from a size 8'10" to a 0. Love Isagenix, right? And we had this beautiful 9-day that was really beautiful and really great results and really horrible to do. From the taste to the snacks to the weight, it was gross. But it worked, and held that off for over 7 years, and life kind of happened, put on a little bit of weight, refocused my life, moved to the beach right before COVID, and lost everything that I had gained, but still was trying to finish those last few pounds. And I was getting so frustrated because I'm like, oh, why is this not working the same? Like, maybe I'm aging and it's stupid metabolism and it doesn't work. And I'm like, not 26 in Isagenix anymore, 27 in Isagenix anymore, right? And I was just trying some things and I couldn't get it to be perfect. And so I actually did 75 hard and lost a whole bunch of weight, did some great things, was still struggling a little bit. And Lenny, who's been in my life for 13 years, I lived in Vegas, you guys, for frame of reference too. So, met Tony, your Sean and Crystal's family, like years and years and years ago. I mean, this is like Dave MacArthur, Lenny Evans build, like forever ago. And Lenny and I have stayed in touch, and Lenny's like, we're doing this thing over here called the shred. This is like a year ago, a little over a year ago. And I'm like, well, what is it? And he's like, it's better than the 9-day. That's all you have to tell someone who knows the results of the old school 9-day. And I'm like, get me on the phone. And so Lenny shared with me, and I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be interesting, because in my own personal health journey, I have started to listen to my body intuitively, which is exactly what Sean, you guys teach. It's really about, it's not a one size fits all approach. Even though the protocol seems that way, it's not. Everyone's blueprint and how everyone's body responds to food is different. So I'm already down this like deep rabbit hole of like intuitive eating is like kind of the way that I say it. And so he shares the shred, and I'm like, oh, this is great, except I can't do the whey shakes. They make me sick. And he's like, no, you got to do it this way, and you got to incubate the shakes. And I'm like, this ain't going to work, but okay. So I incubated the whey shakes. On day 5, I was so tight and skinny, it wasn't even funny. My face was totally broken out because I can't do the whey shakes. Had all these other things going on, but those size 0 jeans from 13 years ago that are still in my closet because they are my benchmark. So if there's any ladies on the call, throw the scale away. I am almost 41 in a size 0 jeans and haven't weighed myself in over 2 years. It is not your identifier. Throw it away. And so I have these jeans that aren't even in style anymore from when I lived in Vegas, and I slipped them right on day 5. So then I told Lenny, okay, so let's not be miserable for the rest. And I went to the plant-based shakes and finished out my first 11-day and could not get over how alive I felt in my cells, how much energy I had, how satiated it was, how freaking easy it was. Like, I'm texting Lenny, I'm like, this is the easiest thing I've ever done. Like, we have had, like I said, the 9-day without e-shots, without Isodelites, with all those extra things was painful years and years ago. And I'm like, this is easy. And so then I kind of gratefully, because I have done the work in Isagenix, when I don't eat ER shred every single day of my life, even though I would say I eat it about 80% of the time. Yes. But when I need it, I go straight back to it. So I'll give you an example. The holidays. Hello, who ate? I did. And I told John this last night, so maybe I'll share. So I was all excited. I'm gonna do the 11-day, right? I'm gonna do the 11-day. I don't even know what day it is, but like on day 5, my size 0 zipped right back up without even having to breathe. And I was like, where's some carbs? and I share that because the beauty of that is this system is so good and it works. And if you are like me and even an incubated shake doesn't work for you, the plant-based shake does. It does. Like there's nothing that I change except I do plant-based.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna hold you on that 1 second.
okay.
So this is new information. We are open to new information. I want everybody out there, you know, that's listening to kind of take that in, because, you know, yeah, like we do employ parts of carnivore. We are
Yes.
pro animal based. But if someone like Kelly is having any kind of intolerance to the way shakes, you know, hey guys, I mean, we're not so closed off and so
No.
opinionated and so pigeonholed that you're forced to do the way shakes. And so the isogenics plant-based shakes, that's a phenomenal shake.
Mhm.
And Kelly here, you know, we can't guarantee that that's going to be a viable
Correct.
option for everybody, for
Right.
sure, because you just never know. But, you know, in your case, you were able to do ER shred with plant-based shakes and still realize a phenomenal result.
Phenomenal. And I share with that because I'm drinking my plant-based shake and then I'm eating a ribeye with grass-fed butter and salt for lunch, right? It's just for some reason my body doesn't process it well, and I've had problems for years.
Right.
But I stuck to the protocol like for everything else, and it was fine. And I could have kept going and just dealt with the results, but I'm like, why do I need to make myself visual when I don't? So if anything for me, like this whole ER shred has just reminded me how much that baseline matters. And it's
Right.
interesting too, because like I'm out in the world and I've built isogenics before, and I've had moments where I've been out from a build perspective, and I have a really big corporate career with a Fortune 500 company. And when people are just talking to me in general about health and nutrition and fitness, because that is my jam, I work out every single morning. I love to feel alive and amazing. And they're at their gym and they're struggling, and I'm like, we got to talk. Because I know with all certainty, if they will just do the 11-day or do the 21-day, if they don't want to fast, they are going to realize things about their body they didn't even freaking know. Because it's such a system that gives your chance a body, like it gives your body a chance to be what it was supposed to be. It's like in my mind, it's like, this is how God designed my body. And you don't know that when you're putting everything in your body that doesn't fuel it the way it needs to be. And
Right.
It's interesting because when I have the concept, one of my girlfriends last night was posting, help me with keto. Well, of course, I immediately responded and was like, hey girl, how would you like a much simpler approach that will actually put you in like keto? Because that's what happens to my body. So I'm only sharing my personal story. And you're so satiated, it's not even funny. And by the way, when you're hungry, you eat more steak and bacon. And she literally was like, when can we talk? Okay.
That's
So
great.
last night we were talking on the phone, and it's like, I don't know about, and I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even always building a business. I'm just out in the world making a difference to people. And it feels so great to know inside of our Isogenics family as this little niche system and niche team that like I can run anyone through. Anyone through. And I'm like, I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. And I think to myself, like, even with isogenics in my body for 13 years, I don't know what I would do if Lenny would have not reached out. I would be like knocking myself on the head. And I have friends that are starting to go into early menopause, because that actually can happen in the early 40s. And they're kind of creeping on weight and freaking out. And I'm like, hey, don't worry, I got it solved. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, let me tell you about the shred. So it's just, it is so empowering to know that when you really listen to your body and take out all the junk and then reintroduce, you can figure out what works for you. And I hope that's what Sean's going by, is like, here's the protocol. We know it gets results, but every body is different. And I think to me, that's the most beautiful blessing, is understanding your own body and what works for you. And like, even some people, I was reading, like some people don't agree with ground beef, even though that's like their body just doesn't process it. And so it's like, when's the last time you actually like listened to yourself? And I think that's what I love about the ER shred, is there's always this noise in life, whether it's nutritional noise or social media noise or politics noise. There's noise on people trying to push their thoughts onto you. And what I love about the ER shred is you guys gave us a protocol and then said, do it and listen to yourself.
That's
And
right.
I think there's so much power in your own voice and your own spirit. So for me, the ER shred like brought that whole circle for me to come back to not only results, but results for my body and results I can share, and someone can then listen to their own body. So to me, it's like the most amazing isogenics gift, because it's a whole nother level of gifting, because it's intuitive to you. And it's just a gift that's not shared a lot in this world. And it's not even just the ER shred, it's the gift of permission to listen to yourself. And I think we just don't have enough of that in this world. So thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you, Lenny, for like tracking me down. It's just a reminder, like great friends share great things. And I'm
Dude,
like, I'm so glad
I gotta
Lenny
ask
was
you a
like
question.
banging on my door.
Are you sure you're excited about this?
No, like I said, I know. I like it. It just, I don't know. It warms me up. I got to tell you guys. So somehow or another, my family decided they were having this big family wedding on Friday. Okay. Who gets married on January 13th? Do they not realize people eat during the holidays? So in funniness, I'm packing because I'm leaving tomorrow to go home to New Orleans for a wedding. I have an extra small dress that I tried on like 6 days ago. And I was like, oh crap. But I'm not the only person that's in that mood, except I'm the only person who's already fixed it in 5 days. Because what did I do? Went to the grocery store, got ribeye. I've been eating bacon. And my friends are like, how are you getting so skinny? My girlfriends and my guy friends are like, Kelly, you eat like a man. I'm going to say that right now. I don't count calories, and I eat like a man.
And you don't weigh.
And I'm skinny as can be. They're like, how is this possible? And I'm like, because 80 to 90% of the time, I do eat the shred every day. It's easy for me. I feel good. I also like kind of a last thing is, and I've seen this in the group, that's why I wanted to address it. I traveled 25 days from November 30th to January 2nd. 25 days. Went to West Palm Beach for 9 days. I worked for QVC, so I was up at QVC. I was home for 14 days in New Orleans. And if you know anything about New Orleans, all you do is eat great food. And guess what? I gained a little weight during Christmas because I ate some goodies. But while I was traveling, I didn't gain any weight. And we went out to dinner every single day. And everyone's like, oh my God, I'm miserable. I've been traveling. I'm doing this. I'm like, I'm fine. It's the easiest thing to travel with. So if you guys are like, how do I do the shred in life? I'm like, it was way harder before the shred. I'm like,
Right.
Every single restaurant you can eat. Yeah, I want a burger with no bun. Yeah, I want a steak with no sides. Like, to me, it was life-giving because it took the pressure of how do I make this work? Like, it's that easy. You don't even think about how to make this work because there's not a restaurant that doesn't have protein. So like, that's another thing too, is besides working, it's ease of mind, because it really is that freaking simple. Like, yeah, are they going to cook it perfectly in the restaurant? No, but it's a hell of a lot better than the other stuff you're going to order. Right. So it's like, I'm grateful for that too, because we live in a world where we're busy. There's so many things going on. This is the simplest thing in 13 years I've ever freaking done. And I'm never hungry. Like, no one has ever that's done the shred with me has said, I'm so hungry. Your brain's not hungry. It gets all this fat from animal protein. So it's like every objection someone can give me, I'm like, eat more bacon. You know?
Oh God. You know what's going through my mind right now? You'll appreciate
What is going through your mind, John?
Because you and I are buds. Like we shoot the shit a little that way. We're honest with each other. Like, I was just thinking, have you ever watched those lame commercials online where people like talk about a product and it's like all canned? And I was just sitting here thinking, like, all the things you're saying, like, you can't fake that. Like, you can't fake this kind of a testimonial. I couldn't pay an actress and she could never be that good of an actress. I'm just so happy to have you open up in this way. Did you notice any other health benefits other than, you know, the size 0 jeans?
Yes. So my skin is insane. And that to me excites me a lot. I do our collagen, but I was doing the ER shred way before I was, to be honest, I was scared to put the collagen in my body. I have so many food sensitivities,
Right,
that I finally was like, it's not even fat. Sean and I were talking about this last night. It's inflammation. Most people's problem is inflammation. It's like inflammation on top of the fat. Like they don't even know what they don't know. And so when we got collagen, I'm enrolled by Zach and Eden Slobin. I think Eden had to like talk me off the ledge 10 times before I would take a bottle, because I'm like, my body, nothing I'm eating is inflaming it. I don't want to like start that inflammation process, because then you're 72 hours in. So my skin looked amazing before I even put the collagen in my body. And that's a big, and I talk about that a lot, because my friends, and there's no right or wrong, no judgment, but my friends are very in this Botox lane right now. Like they're all 40 and 41. And they're getting Botox and coming to me and saying, your face looks freaking better than mine, and I'm doing Botox and I haven't touched my face. And I'm like, well, because you eat like shit and you're inflamed. I mean, like, that's the reality of what's happening. So for me, my skin has never been as crystal clear as it is right now, ever. And it's interesting because like for Christmas, I'm from New Orleans, so we have lots of non-traditional things like turduckens. It's a turkey stuck with the duck, stuck with the chicken, and like gumbo and crab soup, and like Mardi Gras kicked off on January.
That is
5th.
killer. I wish I could go and
I'm gonna
experience
have
all of
king
that.
cake, and it's gonna inflame the hell out of me, but I can have king cake once the dress is on, because I gotta zip this little extra small dress on. And I know it's gonna cause inflammation. It's gonna not, my face isn't gonna love it. 48 hours into shake and steak days, and my skin is insane.
Damn.
It's glowing. And for my friends to ask me, what are you doing? And the answer is, I eat ribeye and bacon. If you guys are building an isogenic business, I mean, what better marketing answer is that?
Oh my God.
Like I eat ribeye and bacon. So for me, that's been a big plus. Is I have virtually zero inflammation now, but my skin glows. And I'm like, how is this even possible? Sometimes it's like the science is so powerful. And so you intellectually know it, but it's very different when you put it in your body and you feel it.
Right. You know that you're aware of Eden Slobin. Shout out to Zach and Eden Slobin, and you know, they're amazing.
Shout out to Zach and Eden.
But she had put a post out, and it was about eating meat. And I remember contacting her. It's been a little while, so I can't be, I'm not going to be like quoting our conversation, but I remember reaching out to her and saying like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see all these incredible health benefits that you've realized and all the challenges you've overcome as a result of going more that way. And she actually said to me, it was you that got me looking at all of that. So it was pretty flattering to hear that. Just
and
wanted
you know
to
what's funny, Sean, is she knew I was doing this. I've done the shred, and she reached out to say, tell me what your thoughts on this shred. And I was like, best thing ever. And like, I don't know if anyone else is having the same experience I'm having, but I have more natural energy at 40, almost, I mean, I'll be 41 pretty soon, in a couple of weeks, right? Now than I did in my 20s. And love all of our ISA products, but guess what? I don't take as many e-shots.
Right.
I don't need to. My body is naturally like working its magic. And that's an amazing thing for me too, is to just wake up full of life. And we're in a world where people are lifeless.
Dang, girl. If I could just like, man, if I could put you in like a briefcase and carry you around with me. And just every time I meet someone, I'm like, Kelly, get them, just get them, Kelly, go. I could get everybody. I mean, just saying, like you would enroll everybody.
I think, Sean, for me is that the ER shred took every objection I've ever had and threw it out the window.
Yeah, it's killer.
Like every objection, like I'm hungry, I don't have time, this isn't gonna work. Yada, yada, yada.
Cravings.
I don't want to cleanse. I don't want to fast. Great. Do the 21 day, because I will tell you, I have probably cleansed, and Sean, you probably have done this too, because you've been in for a long time. We have probably cleansed an entire year for our lives. You think about it. We have probably cleansed 365 days. Okay.
That's right.
I mean, back in the day, I was a hardcore 2-day cleanser. Do you know, like, I don't stuff anymore. I mean, it's great, it works, but I can tell you right now, my 21 steak and shake days are my favorite. I do them. I actually I honor my body every single Wednesday. That is my thing. So I've been cleansing all day today. But it's an honoring a body. But like the steak and shake thing, like there's no objections that someone can give me. Because
Right.
if I hear I don't want to fast, great, do the 21 days because you're gonna feel amazing on day 3 no matter what. In my mind, it takes 2 days of steak and shake to get rid of the inflammation you need to feel better, and you're golden, you know? So like I said, it just pulled every objection. And for me, it's like it's an empowering safety blanket. Like,
Yeah.
you know how sexy it is to be able to live the world and be like, yeah, I can go to this birthday party, this wedding, and eat this little thing because I can fix myself very quick. Or, hey, I'm not feeling as great as I need to because I haven't been. It's not about a diet. Diet's for people that die. Like, get that out of your mind. Just like the scale. The word diet is equivalent to the scale. Pitch them all out. It's about sometimes being in your lifestyle more than what you are in others. And when you shift off that lifestyle, you just jump right back in and instantly it works. And that's a really cool level of certainty in a world that's very uncertain.
Mm.
Like, I know I wake up on day 3 going into my cleanse day if I'm doing an 11-day shred, and I already feel like $1 million on day 3.
Mhm.
I have certainty about that. And that's kind of really, really sexy to me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it is very sexy. I can't deny that.
It is it not? Like, having
Hey man, let me say this. Like,
friends, they're like,
I gotta
is
tell
this
you
gonna
something.
work? Yes.
On that note, I told Jesse will admit, I'm going to bring him on in a little bit, but Jesse will admit that I told him recently, I said, I'm going to tell you who in our tribe will succeed in the business of surety, because I've been in this industry an awful long time. And I rattle off these names and I said, you know why? You know why they're going to be successful? It's because of certainty. That's
It
why.
is.
That's why. You have it.
No.
You have it. You have it in spades. You have it. You're overflowing. So I sure appreciate you. I wish we had more time.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate just having the opportunity to serve, because that's why I'm
God.
here. So
If,
thank
you know, with that in mind, I'm going to just go out on a limb here, invite you, Kelly, to please offer up more of yourself in our community, because you have that it factor. You've got a lot of certainty there. And, you know, you're just a ball of energy and passion and enthusiasm that we need that rubbing off on all our other people so that we can go beyond ourselves and reach more people.
No, I take you up on that. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I bumped a story that I did like a year and a half ago. It was the first time I experienced the ER shred, and I went live in the group and I bumped it. I went and found it, and it was a whole thing about mindset and deciding. And I think that's like very key on, we have certainty, but the people who haven't done it don't have certainty yet, right? But they can decide and have certainty in their mind that they're going to honor themselves for 11 days or 21 days and just be wowed by what happens. Because that's what the ER shred is. Like, it's a wow moment where you're like, what is going on here? And then your brain goes, I just ate a whole ribeye. Like, how does this go together?
It is. It's a little bit of a mind thing. It's a little bit of a
It is, right? It's like, it's almost like
it's counterintuitive.
It is.
It's unorthodox. It's radical. I'll say it's radical.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we love you. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You're amazing. I'm sure everybody enjoyed that so much. We should throw swords for her, Bonnie Stahl. Look at you. You're ready. Oh, let's throw swords for our dear friend Kelly. And everybody, please go follow her on her social media platforms and go and look up her former posts like the one she just mentioned, because it really is amazing. What a incredible endorsement. I mean, she's been with us for a long time, and has her enthusiasm and her passion for this waned? Has it diminished? No, it's actually enhanced. I think that's pretty telling. Wow. All right, you guys. Normally I would invite Jesse to comment on her result. I'm not going to do that tonight, you know, and Jesse, I'm sure, you know, you'll contact her privately. You guys will connect. But for the sake of time, I'm going to move on to the second portion of our call tonight. Guys, I just want to say, like, Kelly, holy shit. Kelly, guys, just go and find a Kelly. Come on. there's Kellys out there. They're out there and they're just waiting for you. Go find one. Go get yourself a Kelly. Say, look, you remind me of this person, Kelly, and this is her story, and you'll be able to post. We'll clip this enthusiastic, this amazing endorsement, and then you can share it with those people. And don't be afraid to reach out to people, because God, like, otherwise Lenny, if Lenny hadn't reached out to Kelly, or Zach and Eden hadn't reached out to Kelly, we wouldn't have her. And you know what? We're pretty grateful to have her. All right. Second part of our call. NYKO. Okay. I've got a few notes here to keep me on track. All right. My thoughts on NYKO. So it was so fun to see everybody. That's first and foremost. I hadn't been to an event since I guess it would have been 2019, before the whole virus thing hit and we stopped doing events. So for me, I want to be completely, brutally, and radically honest. I wasn't going to go. The reason I wasn't going to go is because I had lost touch with Isagenix. I'm not saying that everybody had, but I had. And I want to tell you the reasons why. And I'm going to do so in just a very matter-of-fact way, because I don't mean criticism. But the reason that I had lost interest is because you have to keep in mind that I've been with Isagenix since the very beginning, the very, very beginning of Isagenix. And so, when John Anderson put up the money, and when John Anderson, contacted the Cougars and asked them to come and, help me build this. I'll do this part. You can do this part. He actually gave Jim Coover a Harley Davidson motorcycle to incentivize him to come. And, thankfully, Jim and Kathy Coover did accept John's invitation. And John had this vision of this company that could enrich the lives of the average, the ordinary, the middle class, the down to earth, the casual, and that was really what it was all about. Was John loved network marketing, because network marketing was about the little people, if you will, the little guy who doesn't have an advantage, who doesn't have the big social media following, who doesn't have the fancy suits, who doesn't have the fancy dresses, who doesn't wear the fancy brands, who doesn't shop at Tiffany's. John's focus was on the people who don't have every advantage, the ordinary, the simple. My parents were that. John reached out and he contacted my parents and he said, I think I found it. I think I found it. John used to say that, health, there's no one silver bullet that can address human health overall. There's no one certain powder or pill or potion or superpowered drink. There isn't one. It doesn't exist. He said it's going to take a system. It's going to take a system of products, a system of ingredients to address the entire spectrum of human health, because it's too complex. John was a genius. John, if you guys don't know, for those of you that don't know, the founder and formulator of this company was a maverick. He was the Indiana Jones of the nutrition industry. He was known as the Mineral Man. He was a scientist. He was a researcher. He was an explorer. He would tell me stories about being on the back of an elephant, and lions in the middle of the jungle would be jumping up and trying to swipe at him. And these guides would have these great big, long 10 and 15-foot poles, and they would knock the lions down. John, he just lived for the next discovery that might impact human health. And that is how Isogenics was born. He transformed millions of lives. I mean, this guy, he's very special to me. I hope you guys know. And part of the reason that I had become disenchanted with Isogenics is because John had been forgotten. His legacy had diminished. The last time I talked to John, he said he regretted not being able to hold on to Isogenics. He sold it because he was having a kidney transplant, and he doubted, there was doubt amongst his doctors that he might make it. And so for the sake of the distributors, he sold his portion of the company because he thought, I've got to leave this in good hands. I can't leave them in disarray. But he regretted selling it. And over the years, there's so many things that have changed and so many things that have, morphed, evolved, transpired. And I certainly don't want to focus on any of the negative. But the reason that I wasn't going to go to the Isogenics event or events anymore is because I noticed a change. The change that I noticed was something that I've actually become quite adept and attuned to observing, which is culture. I've been in network marketing and around network marketing my entire life. I know network marketing, and it's all I know. Isogenics, we had a story that was John. John was the story. And we also had a niche, transformations, like the one you just heard from Kelly. That's our niche. It's transformations. And we had culture. Culture that I remember was diverse. It was also unbelievably tolerant and accepting. In 2018, there were things going out from corporate that I couldn't get behind. Things such as, now it's Isogenics 2.0 and everyone will be required to brand themselves. I was on a call and I actually listened to a presenter tell me how to dress, how to look, how to speak, and what to post. And the thought went through my mind, my God, they're turning us all into robots. And that is not my culture. Do I look like that kind of a guy to you? I'm not. And so rather, I just kind of surrendered and just shrank and just figured, oh, well, this company isn't for me anymore. That was until 2020. 2020, genuinely, when I discovered the components of ER Shred that changed my life and gave me back my health that I had been pretending, I'd been faking. I was a fraud. For over 10 years, I'd been pretending to feel well, and I wasn't well. And so the components of ER Shred actually literally gave me back my life. And at that point in time, I had this crazy thought. I thought, I wonder how many people are in Isogenics that feel just like I do. Kelly raises her hand. I wonder how many people are suffering and they're living a lie and it doesn't feel very authentic and it's not very fun and you're not enjoying it and it's not very passionate. It's actually kind of confining and it leaves a lot to desire and a lot of guilt and a lot of shame and a lot of regret. All right, so we fast forward and we had this thought, me, Bob, Jesse, Crystal, we had this crazy thought of, what was my thought? I'm so sentimental about Isogenics. I just love Isogenics so much. And I promised John the last time I spoke to John, I said, John, I know you don't feel like anybody remembers you. I know you don't feel like your legacy is intact. I'm going to do everything I can. I promise you, I'll do everything I can. Because he actually was saying things that made me think that he was doubting John Anderson, doubting his impact, doubting his legacy, doubting that he'd made enough of a difference in the world. I mean, that's the kind of human being this guy is. And I told him, John, you're the founder of, at the time I said, you're a founder of an $8 billion company. How many people can say that? You have changed millions of lives. That's you. That's you. You did that. Anyway, at NYKO, my favorite part, two favorite parts. Number one was all the people running up to Jesse and I and thanking us. It was pretty special to see people running up to Jesse. Because same thing, man. He was one of those guys in isogenics that, he should be killing it. If anybody should be killing it, it's him. And he felt out of sorts. He didn't feel like he belonged. He didn't fit. He was a misfit like me. So he shrank too. His first year, he hit I want to say he hit 30 cycles within that first year. The guy's pretty powerful. Might have been his second year. I can't remember. But thereafter, when the culture changed and it became less inclusive, less diverse, Jesse shrank just like me. And so to see him so excited, to see him just lighting up every single person that came up to him, I'm going to let him talk about it in a minute, but man, it's really gratifying for me. I have to say that. And to see the growth in Jesse as a result of being involved in this community, this tribe, everything we offer, guys, to see the growth in Jesse, that is the perfect sampling or microcosm of what's going on here. Just look at him. We've all grown. We've all grown a lot. We've all grown more than we know. With all of that said, the event was wonderful. Sharon Walsh promised me. She says, Sean, I promise you, we know where we went wrong. We will be a more inclusive culture. We will focus on our niche. We know what that is. I mean, Sharon Walsh, my God, what a godsend. And she kept her word. The event was wonderful. It was just wonderful. It was amazing. It was like the old days again. I could feel it. I could feel John there. I've had other people tell me they could feel John's presence at the event. And then Sharon Walsh even gave us an acknowledgement from the stage. She actually said, thank you to Sean and thank you to ER Shred. She actually said it from the stage. She had me stand up in front of everybody. I couldn't believe it. It was humbling. It was really humbling because all along our intention for the last 2 years has been to give back to Isogenics because of everything that it's done for us. That's been our motive. Hey, maybe, just maybe, all those people who we love, who we care about, just maybe they're still out there. We've probably lost some. Maybe we get them back. Maybe they'll see some resemblance of what was and culturally. And maybe, just maybe things will come around. Well, John's death, there's no coincidence. John's death, the timing of it, the timing of everything that's happening in the company right now. And we're going to share the second announcement is about something big about that, but I need to go into the first announcement right now for the sake of time. The first announcement. Okay, you guys, we're going to get a little bit vulnerable. All right. 2020 ER Shred started. I think it was 2021. 2021, Isogenics came out with a product called Collagen Elixir. Guess what? I poo-pooed it. I bagged on it. I did. I probably influenced a lot of you to, I don't know. I don't have any excuse other than I was just pushing back against the image of it. Like anything that to me that just represents beauty, like that ain't my game. Like anything to me that's just about vanity, luxury, premium, to me, it's like, that's not what we're all about. That's not our story. That's not our niche. That wasn't John. We're not plastic. So I poo-pooed that product. And with that said, I couldn't deny the results that were coming in. It was insane. All these pictures, I was like, what the hell? And I was like trying so hard to criticize the pictures, like, oh, this is bullshit. They're photoshopping or they're using different lighting. But the pictures, it's like, oh my God, it's actually, those are results. Like you can't deny those results. That's legit. And so I poo-pooed it, but in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, maybe there's something to that. And I started to warm up to it gradually over time and then got to the point where I was like, yeah, that's a good product. Other people can use that product, but I never used that product. I've always had thinning hair right here in the front. I've always had thinning hair. And I'm 42 years old now. When I wear a hat, it really points out my hair loss, but I'm 42 years old and I have been losing my hair. And it's just one of those things that, I've always had kind of a high forehead, receding hairline. And, it's okay. I mean, just is what it is. But something about my ER Shred diet, I was missing something because I started to notice a lot of hair loss. And so with that in mind, I started trying all these different hair loss products, ones that weren't even isogenics. And yeah, I mean, nothing worked. That's the truth. But then what happened was I thought, what the hell? This collagen, what the hell? I'll try it. So what I can tell you about what happened for me is that my hair was getting really thin and really brittle. I mean, my dad balded at my age. It's probably in my genes, but my hair started getting so brittle and thin that, I would even just like touch it. It would just break off in my hands. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. I am not afraid of going bald. I'm actually not. I mean, I was bald most of my life. I prefer to be bald. I actually, I only grew my hair out for the sake of my son. And some of you guys know that story. But bottom line is, I was like, I'll try this product. Well, I tried it. And in a very short period of time, I noticed that no shit, like my hair felt way stronger. It had way more sheen, way more shine to it, way healthier. And when I'd run my fingers through it or pull on it or comb it, I didn't have like zillions of hair falling out in the shower or in the comb. And so the result that I've seen with that, and is it going to grow my hair back? Probably not. Probably not, but that's okay because, I'm not that opposed to it. It's not a big deal. I'm aging, but I just want to openly admit that I was wrong about that product. I was wrong. And you heard Kelly say she was afraid to take her collagen. And, that's unfortunate. We did that to you. And I'm sorry because there are a lot of things we probably need to avoid. But I got to thinking about it. And collagen, the collagen elixir specifically, it's like fish. Like I got to thinking about it. And if I can remove the judgment that I put on the initial image of it, it's freaking fish. It's fish collagen peptides. It's ER Shred. And I have asked a zillion people, I'm not aware of anybody to my knowledge that has any kind of intolerance to it. So I got to talking to Jesse and I says, Jesse, that's a good product, right? He says, it's a damn good product. How do you deny that? And I said, yeah. I said, I just need to humble myself and admit that I was wrong about that product. And the announcement is that we are going to include that product not as part of the ER Shred pack, but as an appendage, as a recommended add-on for people, and they can use it during the shred. So I know a lot of people are going to be very excited about that. I know a lot of people are. And the thing that excites me is that, just as John taught, there's not just one way. Like, it takes many different, for me to address the loss, for me to stop the bleeding, if you will. Okay. I had to turn to the collagen. I tried every other collagen there was, by the way. I tried the powder ones online. I tried the liquid ones that you can buy online. That, it says the same ingredients as what we have. They don't work. Already tried them. Already tried to circumvent the system. Guilty. So with all of that said, I hope you are excited, and I hope that the sharing of the collagen will lead to more ER shredders, and I hope that the sharing of ER Shred will lead to more collagen users. My wife uses it, and what I noticed in her is that, I always touch the low back of my wife, and I always touch her ass when we are intimate. I do. Guilty again. And what I noticed is when she uses this collagen, her skin is just like insanely smooth. I mean, it is out of control, and it's like supple. The best word I could come up with is just like supple, juicy, delicious. Can't help it. So, Jesse, real quick, speak to us about this collagen, and then and then I think I'll turn it over to you, brother, and let you also take the rest of the time, close us out, tell them what the other announcement is, because, you're charged about that anyway. You there?
I'm here, dude.
Dude, I took all the time. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm used to that. It's all good. First of all, thank you from the bottom of my soul. It's not even my heart anymore. I've said this before, but I'll never stop telling you, like, thank you for never stopping believing in me. Just fucking thank you. Seriously. You and I have cried so much together over the last weekend. Like, I've never cried so much in my life. We're so crazy. All right, first of all, the meeting chat is going crazy. People love collagen. We knew that. The results are undeniable. I'm a big science geek, as you guys know. Like, it has to make sense, right? Like, T's got to be crossed, I's got to be dotted. It's got to be universal. Is it the end all be all for everybody? No, I don't believe that in anything in health. I don't think I've ever heard you tell that story about John, but it sounds like him and I could have been very, very good friends, because I think we had the same beliefs. There is no magical cure. It has to be a combination. When you really think about it, and we were able to let the ego go and let the past go, because we're growing, because that's the mission, because we want to evolve, because we want this thing to impact the lives of millions of freaking people, this just makes sense, right? Like, it just makes sense. It's 5 grams of marine collagen. The sourcing is of Isagenix highest quality. You're talking about a company that literally jumps through fire hoops, puts their money where their mouth is, doesn't take first right of refusal when it comes to scientific publishing. I mean, that is just not heard of in this industry, exclamation point. I've been around it for too long. Like, it's not even arguable anymore to me. It supports hair, skin, nails, with vitamin C, with zinc, with biotin. It's just amazing. It's naturally caught fish in Scandinavia cold waters. The processing is on site. It's in a glass bottle for a reason, so it doesn't get polluted. I could go on and on and on and on. I have personally witnessed this product literally take the wrinkles out of my dad's face. And I was like, no shit, because I didn't believe it. because, you know, collagen was saturated. There was a lot of stuff on the market. Like I've been in this industry. I've seen it all. I've heard it all. The magical this, the woo fairies are coming down to touch me. Like I've been there. I've been there, right? I couldn't do it either. But I'm excited. And what I'm really excited about is I'm hoping that my hair can go from this to yours. So I'm really excited to get going myself. I mean, let's go. Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. It's fish. It's part of the ancestral way. It's being done the right way. It crosses the T's and dots the I's. Let's just leave it there. Right?
Yeah. And
It's
Jesse,
exciting.
maybe I can give you a segue because some people do feel it's an expensive product.
For sure.
And, you know, hey, I'm taking one a day. Could I afford to take two a day? Yes, but I'm not. But Jesse, you know, hey, here's a segue for you. For people that say they can't afford to use it because it's expensive, what do you say?
Yeah.
What's announcement number 2, if you're ready for that?
So what do I say? It's really simple. I go, Sean, how freaking cool would it be if you could take this and I could actually show you how to get it for free?
I dig that.
It could be something as simple as that, right? And, you know, what I love about what we're doing right now is really what used to be one of my favorite things until, like you shared, I lost my passion. And that is sharing this amazing gift with so many people. Like anybody and everybody that wants to listen, I want to share it with them. And I really am excited that we're going to start supporting and helping and bringing more information and coaching, teach people about the amazing business opportunity that we also have that's attached to this for people that want it. Just like for people that want to do food a certain way, like Kelly brought up, this is for people that want it. You know, clearly, Sean, we are in a time in the world where there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of people that are worried. There's a lot of people that are like, oh my God, like if this happens, like I might lose my house. I don't know how I'm going to feed my children. I struggled so many times in my life, like buried in the muck for choices I made, right? During times, for choices that, you know, happened like people. And to be able to give somebody hope again is one of the most beautiful things. We did it with health, and I believe that we have the ability and the vehicle and the tracks for people to run on to be able to do it on a financial aspect as well. And, you know, I hope people understand that the opportunity is really as big as you want it to be. You know, I got excited. I know in the beginning, I was like, wait, I can make $500 for telling people what I already do. Okay. And then that was that. And I got this little ding on my phone on a Monday, and I was like, no shit. Like everybody told me that this was like not going to work. And everybody told me that I was stupid. And, you know, I was slinging this and I was running this business. Like I was uneducated, right? Like I didn't know what I didn't know, but then I got a ding. Right. And then it was cool. And then it went to like 1,000. And I was like, holy shit. And then it got more. And then it got more. It was my second year that I did that. Just my first year, I was in disbelief. Like it took me 6 months to get out of my way. And then once I went to an event, it was actually Celebration in San Diego. I think that's what it was. And that just lit me on fire. I was like, oh, I thought these were a bunch of whack jobs. I was meeting attorneys. I was meeting doctors. I was meeting lawyers. Like I was meeting people like Kelly. And I was like, what? Like, what? Right? And that just lit me up. And that second year, you know, I was able to build a 6-figure residual income. And that is very different than the 6-figure income that I bring in today, right? Because I have to exchange that time for money. So I'm excited because, you know, one of the things I love, Sean, obviously, the sharing aspect is so important with the result, the transformation, like you've already spoken so beautifully about. I felt like we lost that too. And I'm really excited to get that back. You can feel it, you can sense it, like it's raw, it's real. The whole freaking NYKO was buzzing about this. Like it is just amazing, right? So it's leading from service, which is what I felt we lost. And I feel like there's nothing better in this world that if you can do things from the heart, from a good place, and at the same time, you're gonna pay me for that? Like, choo-choo, like, yes, please, right? And I'm super, super excited because, you know, a lot of people got confused about the comp plan, and we get all these, you know, this terminology. And if you've been around any network marketing, there's binary and, you know, breakaway, and there's all these other things. And, it's like, how the hell is this supposed to like make my life easier when I'm already busy and it's more complicated? Well, what I'm so fired up about is there's zero complication anymore. There's zero complication. And I'm so excited because while it was cool that I was able to do that, you know what was cooler for me? The entire ride, announcing every one of my people, my single moms, my grandparents, my families that just needed a little extra, when I could announce them and go, holy shit, this person just made $500 extra this week, and I get to celebrate them. Right. And I just feel like it just kind of kept going away and going away. And I love that right now, the focus of a billion-dollar empire is on what matters. And you know what that is? Us as the company, us as the people, us as the representatives of the face of this company. The face of this, the marketing is not Isogenics. Guys, it's us, it's ER Shred, it's in the community, the culture, the people, the stories, right? And they made it so easy for us. Like, one thing I can say, where do you find a company that's that big that actually takes suggestions and actually puts them into play? That's how much they care. They want to move. And then who are we to question? Like, we got to grow, we got to move. We're doing that as well. So it's such an alignment right now. It's crazy. I want to grow. I want to develop. I want to be a better person. They want to be a better company. They want to do better for me. They want to enhance their mission, get back to the basics, get back to what they know matters, and that's the people. Hell yeah, I'm on board. I'm not only on board, like, watch out. I didn't swear, I caught myself. Yes, check. Jackie would be disappointed in me, though. She'd say, you cursed in her Australian. Oh, yeah, right? They'd be like, you guys. But listen to me, guys. Here's how simple it is. Never before have I seen something, and before Isogenics, I played in a couple others. This percentage is redonkulous. Kelly shaking, like, it's redonkulous. You are getting 20% on anything, not a certain pack, not a whatever. You find somebody, they say, listen, I don't know if I can get down with your program, but those shakes sound cool. I'll take one. Okay, cool. 20%, right? So across the board, that's it. It's that simple. Whatever your cart total is for your first customer, 20%. Boom, that's upfront money, right? And that's cool. Why? Because that can change lives. Do you guys know that literally $500 a month is enough to save the average marriage that struggles from financial hardship? We have a solution now to change them, not only from the inside out, from their soul to their well-being, but also in a way that can help save them. That is exciting to me. That is genuine. That is what I do. I help people. I help people like other people helped me. I pass along the buck like you did for me, because that just is an alignment that feels good. So 20%. And then, guys, there's another half. And I don't need to go through this whole thing. You can look up, we'll share with you Lynn Hagedorn's new comp plan video, which is absolutely amazing. She's the queen of the comp plan, right? Like the queen. And we'll share that with you guys. And you can get it on isogenicsbusiness.com. All the resources for you. You don't need any skills. You don't need to know business. You don't have to know inventory. You don't have to know anything, right? You can do this. And the coolest part about this is, unlike anything else, like, I want you to think about how many companies now because it's every company. How many times do you get in the mail from your cable company? It's like, hey, refer a friend, we'll give you a $25 gift card. Oh, will you? Thank you so much. Right? My credit card company, Capital One, if I send you a link, Sean, and you sign up to Capital One, you know what they'll give me? $100. You know how many thousands they're going to make for you in the interest and the money that they charge the merchants? Oh, you'll give me $100. How generous are you, Capital One, multi-billion-dollar company? So what this company does is so remarkable, and this is what changed my life before, and I'm so ready to get that. Like I'm like yesterday ready to live this lifestyle again, because it's freedom. It's what I think we all seek. Like, we want freedom. I wish I had more time with my kids. I wish I had this. This allows you to create residual income, my friend. That means you did the work once and you're paid on it over and over. So when you genuinely help somebody and you say, listen, you need to do this 11-day shred with me, it will change your life. Like Kelly said, you don't have an excuse, because there is none. There's literally no freaking excuses. It's the easiest thing. Haven't we said that from day one? This is the easiest freaking thing that you could ever do. 2.5 years later, I think we've proved the point, right? I think we've proved that that's the best thing. Like, you don't got to be scared to share this. You got to be fucking more fired up to share this. Sorry, that one slipped. You got to be more fired up to share this. You got to light fire in you. Dump gasoline, do whatever you got to do, because this is legacy building that I'm talking about. Legacy building. How do you not just take care of you, but generations after you? You build residual income. You check any person that knows what the hell they're talking about, any person that's made a significant amount of money. That's, by the way, who you want to be getting your financial advice from, FYI. Just so you know, don't make a mistake like I did before, right? If they can't figure it out themselves, they're probably not the best person to give you advice. But my gosh, like, if you talk to them, they say you need multiple streams. You need to save and pay yourself first, and you gotta have something that's residual, right? You've got to have something that's residual. So I genuinely share with you, Sean, this company is so generous, it gives me 20% of whatever you decide is the best thing for your life. And I'm just going to share with you, and we're going to pick this together. No forcing, no sales, no sleazy, no nothing. I'm not here to whack you, okay? And then you're going to have such an amazing result. I'm so confident in that I know you're going to come back, and you're not going to want to stop putting this in your body. You're not going to, you know what you're going to want to do? In fact, you're going to want to try more things. You're going to want to try collagen. You're going to want to try vitamins. You're going to want to try that. And every time you do, this company is going to basically build a bank for us. And when our bank hits a certain thing, we get paid. It's called cycle. And this company is so freaking generous, because every cycle, every 900 points. And if you're not understanding that, again, Isogenics Business, go into our Shutters Unite business page. Like, there's information for you. You just don't know it yet. So don't you let that fear shit hold you back, like it's held me back, just because you don't know it, right? Oh, Jesse, you know this. Oh, Sean, you know, Kelly, this is easy for you. Yes, but it wasn't. I didn't know it then, right? So you don't know it yet, but it's there for you, and you can build this residual. You can build this legacy, right? My biggest regret is still not, here's the thing, Sean. I can't actually complain, because there's not a week that's gone by, even not putting in 100% of my heart, that I still don't get rewarded from the work that I did with a 2.5-year gap. I mean, how freaking crazy is that? If I didn't show up to my wallpaper job, which is my business and my dad's, right? I didn't show up to install wallpaper. I didn't show up to do blinds. I would not get paid that day. I'm still getting paid on this. So that's just an example of the power and the legacy. So I hope I touched everything.
Let me say this, and then it might stir something else in you, but that's fine. We'll go a little over. If you guys need to run, we understand. Announcement number 1 was collagen. We're embracing it. So, and I'm the fall guy that was kind of making everybody feel a little nervous about promoting it and using it. Hey, you can start posting collagen pictures in ER Shred, y'all. Post them up. And I really do encourage you to use it as a way to share with new customers. announcement number 2 that Jesse is so damn excited about. I've been putting the brakes on the business for 2 years of intent by design. The reason being that I actually, well, just being truthful. It's been tough times for network marketing. It's been tough times. Isogenics hit a high in 2016. Started going downward in 2018. Not just Isogenics, all the different network marketing companies. I know leaders at the tops of all of them. They're all my friends. And you know what? Everything's cyclical. Housing and, tech and everything else just had their boom and they got fat. Network marketing's been around over 100 years. It is the most effective way. Word of mouth referral, relationship marketing is the most effective way to get a product out there, especially when you have a concept like what we have. It takes personal touch. With all of that in mind, you guys that know me best, that I work with closest, I've been saying it's coming. It's coming. It's not there yet. It's coming. I'm officially announcing it is time to build this thing. And if you want income, it is time to hunt it down like a savage. It is time to learn how to provide for your family's livelihood. And it is time to share that opportunity with other people. Because if you join us in this, whether you're part-time, spare time, full-time, we don't care. We accept all. But if you do this with us and you work hard, we've got about a 5 to 7 year window. You got about a 5 to 7 year window where you can really give this what you got, and the dividends are going to be substantial. Y'all know this is how I made my money. This is how I've lived such an incredible lifestyle and how I have an incredible estate that, anybody, even in their 60s or 70s, would just kill for. And I've been very fortunate and I'm very grateful. And I love Isogenics. So, Jesse, that would be my only add to what you just shared. If anybody's going, what is the second announcement? It's that you will be hearing more about the business from all of us. We are not ashamed of it. We're very proud of it. And the timing is right to do so. And I just hope you guys all make a whole lot of money. You good people out there, I hope you make a whole shit ton of money. I hope it's overflowing and spilling out of your bank accounts and spilling out of your wallets. You can give it away because you know what? Like, we deserve it. We deserve it. Should we end it there, Jesse boy? What do you think?
Right there.
All right.
Right
Love
there.
you guys.
I think I just got so excited. I didn't make it clear, but now that you know the exact one, you can see why I was so excited.
Jesse, I expect what I expect of you. I remember when my dad was with John Anderson, and they said, the max you can earn in a single week was $50,000 in a week. I posted disclaimers about financial disclaimers. Mm-hmm. And I remember John said to my dad, he says, hey, Tony, you get to that $50,000 a week, I'm going to fly in with that check on a helicopter. It's going to be in the newspaper, Tony. My dad would move mountains for John, and he did. He did. And John always delivered on his word. Love you guys. We'll let you go. Thanks so much.
Good night.
I'd love to hear what you think, by the way. And Jesse, I robbed you of time. Jesse, close us out with why everybody should join our January 16th group trip.
One simple sentence. How's that? Because you freaking deserve to feel the best you've ever felt in your entire life. And we can do that for you. And I can pretty much guarantee it. Or Isogenics will give you your money back.
I like how you did that. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, you guys, we love you. We will sign out. You guys all have a good night. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
If you're excited about the addition of collagen and that we're adding the business component, love to hear your shout out.
Absolutely.
All excited. Love you
Super
guys.
Thanks,
excited.
guys.
Muted.
Yay.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you.
Hey, you were about to say like if
Thank-
you do your John said that to your dad, and you're gonna say that if I do that, you're gonna rent a helicopter and fly me on a helicopter as well, right?
What I was going to say is, you're right. I was actually going to say, no, I was not going to offer to fly a check to you. I don't even pay you. But I was going to say, it took someone like John to challenge my dad.
Mm.
My dad just needed a challenge from someone he loved, which was John. And, you know, Jesse, dude, I mean, if anybody's going to do it, it's you. If anybody's going to do it, it's you. You know, you've got it all. You've got all the components. Everything's in place, and you've grown so much as we've been building this foundation of intent over the last 2 years. If anybody can do it, it's you. So that's my charge to you, is to show us the way. Go do it.
Mm.
Amazing call.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Amazing call.
All right. I love you
You guys.
guys.
Love you too.
Love you. Awesome.
Good night.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.